Yo, I checked out Tizo Touchdown because you guys had mentioned his name last week. I'm a fan.
Yeah, Tizo touchdown.
I am a fucking fan. That man. Well, I watched his episode with Kenny Beats on the Cave. That man had nails just dropping everywhere he walked. It was a trail of nails. But his performance on the show, amazing.
I don't know.
Real performer.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Tizo Touchdown.
Like, it makes no sense. I feel like you speaking in a different language. I don't know these people that you know. It's like I feel like the parent that when you try to remember their kids' friends' names, and you like, the one I guess Ashlyn. No, mom, that's Rebecca. Well, shit. They all seem the same to me. Like, if I call them the little shit, wouldn't you feel bad if I said, hey, what's the little shit name? And you say Rebecca? Would you feel bad for knowing that she's a little shit?
But every child is unique. Applies to the artists as well. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know. I would think her friend that I call little shit wouldn't feel the same way if she heard that she was referred to in the household called little shit.
Maybe she should just get over it. Stop being that.
Okay, Rebecca.
Ooh. Wait, we got comments on the what now?
So once we on our show announced the list,
Mm-hmm.
it was I put out a Biggie Little Kim clip.
What I said?
What we was talking about, yeah.
I didn't. Oh no. Oh, the end of this week to rewatch it.
How's you guys' week been? It's been a week since we last met up here.
Yeah. I should say this: take care of your mental health. When you snap, you snap.
When you snap, you snap.
It's over, man. You should. You,
You
have
got-
to realize you just can't anymore.
Mm,
You have to tell people that you can't.
be honest. Be honest with yourself, people. Take a look in the mirror. Be honest.
Yeah. How about you?
Shit, I'm tired. As I am every Sunday, but it's okay. I feel like this is just the new normal. I'm embracing it. Always feeling tired now.
It's pollen kicking my ass.
Oh, the pollen's horrible. Yeah.
If you live in North Carolina, you're gonna get consumed in the pollen clouds.
It
If I
like it
leave,
got worse after it rained the other day.
Yeah. It's just awful. So that's why my eyes are wet. I'm not over here crying.
but surprisingly, I'm not actually very snotty, but I'm more like congested. Does anybody you get congested
Yeah.
from pollen, or is
Yeah.
it just like stuffy nose and itchy eyes and shit?
No, like
All the above.
morning when you wake up is the worst.
Yeah.
Like your throat hurts.
Like the crust in your eyes, like super thick. It's like
usually
crystals.
For me, like sometimes it's bad enough to where I'll think I'm sick.
Yeah.
But no, it's just pollen.
Yeah, because it's from like your eyes tearing up, so it just be extra. It's like a fucking piece of fried chicken tender.
Damn. I mean,
like the bread and just fell off right onto your eye.
bro, that's a chemical reaction happening up there. I don't know what the. Nah, that's only happened after I sleep like real hard. I don't know what the conditions have to be to get the eye boogers or the eye crystals. So,
Eye crystals. They be thick up.
ooh, that's nasty.
It is not. I mean, but it just happens, man. At least I wipe it off.
My dogs get eye crystals, like big, and then I have to move it out of their eyes because they don't have fucking hands. But like I
Stupid
have
dogs.
to touch that shit. It's
When he said his dogs, I genuinely thought he was talking about his
my
friends.
bros.
Yeah, like,
Bro, you got something
Devin,
in
he's
your
a real
eye.
one. Like, there you go, beautiful.
No, my actual pets in my home. They're pretty cool.
What kind of pets do you have?
I have dogs. I have 2 dogs. I have one boxer pit mix, and I have a German Shepherd. They're fucking awesome. Yo, I feel like so safe now. I mean, I've never been one to like have dogs throughout my entire life. Like I tried to get dogs 2 times. Once when I was like 8, another time when I was like 16. Couldn't do it both times. Too much responsibility. I think I was just too young though. But shit, dude, having dogs is great. Don't you have pets?
No, back my parents have a dog. My roommate has a cat. Yeah.
I'm allergic to cats. And
I'm
also,
allergic to cats. Yeah.
can we consider cats pets? Because
Yes.
Yeah.
can we?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like they're
What the
just
fuck?
they're just
You
roommates
said
that
around
you
my
buy.
mama, she'll kill you.
They're just roommates that you can buy.
This is actually
Like no, they are the all owners of everything that you own. They are the sorcerers of anything. They do have the murder mittens.
Yeah.
But they do own and run shit, and there's nothing you can do about it because they literally what
And they don't pay
fucking
rent.
speak. They really don't have really any qualified skills to actually live forward. Like you can't make them get a job because they don't speak English. And you can't teach them English, and not because you can't teach them, and they refuse to learn English because they are a cat.
You think they're refusing?
Yeah, the cat probably can't talk, but the cat he won't do that because it's a cat.
Yeah, a cat also shits like in a box in your house.
But you can teach them to use the toilet.
yeah, but so do you.
Okay, true, but it's going in water and then it's getting flushed. Like with the litter box, you have to. Well, I guess if you have a dog, you're picking up shit. But you know, with the litter box,
And they just shit anywhere. At least cat kind of strategize where they shit at.
I guess I don't know that much about cats.
I mean, they need to bury the shit, so they're gonna shit where they can bury it. Unless they're intentionally shitting in your shoe. Usually they do that because they hate you.
Wow, they have that much focus. They can.
Yeah.
Do you have cats?
Nah, I've been around someone who had cats.
Cats, they're too close to human emotions. Like dogs, you feel like you see a dog, they're like they know like about 150 words at most. The ball, food, man.
They're basically toddlers.
Yeah. I feel like they're always stuck in that 2-year-old phase.
Yeah.
Cats, they get into that fucking moody like 14-year-old emo girl phase.
Yeah.
And like they're sassy.
Hell yeah.
My mom's cats are sassy.
You ever got scratched by a cat?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Like, cause I refuse to give him enough catnip.
My cat, or my
Damn.
roommate's cat, likes to scratch my XLR cables. That's a no-no.
Yeah, you might have to accidentally leave the door locked on that cat one night.
I just,
Be like, go check that outside, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
yeah, my parents' cats. One would just walk by and just bite and just.
They get angry.
They have.
All right.
I mean, I love the little bastards, but they're pieces of shit.
I'm allergic to cats, so it's all good. I'll never have to experience this.
I'm decently allergic myself. My roommate has a cat. Not much I can do about it.
I think I'm technically getting allergic to cats because my eyes will break out like really bad the first couple of days till I get re-used to them. So, but we always have cats.
We had a cat that basically, it didn't really live with us, but it came around all the time. It was kind of our cat, but it stayed outside. And then we gave it a bowl, and we feed it. Sometimes it would leave for like a few days, sometimes a couple weeks, but it would always come back.
I don't like that kind of relationship.
That's pretty cool.
Separation, anxiety, even with the cats that I don't have. I would want to see if I had a cat. I would want to see it every day.
The only thing I need a cat for is probably to not kill rodents.
No, some cats aren't good at
They're
that.
not that great.
You have to get the right cat.
I've had to kill. Oh, my roommate and I. Any of us have had to kill all the mouses we found. Mice. I can't speak.
How many mice have you found so far?
Just 2.
Okay.
So I guess
That's too many. To be fair.
too many for sure.
I've had run-ins with mice, but that was at like the old-ass country house I lived at, and the infrastructure wasn't that great, so.
I don't have beef with mice or anything. They're all right, but it's something about seeing one in your apartment. It's just not.
Not when they eat your food. Like, did the mice in your apartment like actually eat through the plastic and?
No, they never really mess with our food.
No, they did that shit.
That'd be
Had to
gross.
kill 'em. Had to do it. Actually, it's pretty terrible. They got stuck on the little glue traps, and I just had to put them in a bag and leave them outside because I was like, yeah, I can't actually just do it. So
Yeah.
I'll let you starve.
Let them suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more bugs, like water bugs, especially after it rains, they sneak in or whatever. The cats could give less of a damn. They watch it go by, like, hey, I think, hey,
It's free
you
run
what?
here.
You gonna do something about this? It's like, alright.
So what kind of cat do you have to get that will kill bugs and
The one that cares.
A lion.
a lion?
If they don't give, honestly, if a cat does not care, why does it matter? You could have all the kind of cats. All the cats ain't the same. on purpose, I believe. They squad up and like, you know what? Anything that she actually wants, opposite.
Cats might be aliens. They might just be here to, confuse us.
Any given species could be aliens.
We are the aliens.
No, it's octopi. Or octopuses. I don't know what it is. But if anything's an alien, it's them. They don't have any bones. They're smart as shit. Alright. Bro, have you seen a video of a fucking octopus fit through a hole like this? Like this small. Pull that shit up right now. And you will agree. I'm serious. That's my valid, like, if there's any species on this planet that's an alien, it's octopi or octopuses.
Whew. Okay.
I feel like
you zoomed in.
You should stick with octopi or octopuses. Either one's okay. Make up your mind, please.
Octopi.
Thank
I
you.
like that one better. But they're definitely aliens. They have eyes. They got 8 fucking squid things. They can stick to shit.
I definitely want to
And they're
rewatch this
smart
part
as
because I'm not sure what happened.
Well, it went from cat style.
That's how it happens.
That's a hell of a leap.
That's the flow. That's the flow.
We were like in one state. We were like in North Carolina. You went straight to Nevada.
It's Nevada. It's Nevada. If anybody from Nevada heard you say that, they actually would get. They would get.
What are they gonna do?
Not
They're
upset.
like, what are they gonna do though?
They
What
will
are they
write
gonna do?
Nevada.
You hear that? Oh, I'm definitely.
What are they gonna do in
Oh
that
my-
moment? Stop listening?
They're gonna be like.
Come here from Nevada.
They're gonna be like.
No, you're not.
Damn. I'm sorry to my peoples. But
Rather mean comment.
yeah, they definitely they're gonna leave some nasty ones.
Old
Like-
people from Nevada are just like,
Oh, black women.
You know what?
The military.
We've yet to get one comment from any old people, any Amish people. So
oh yeah, duh.
I think we're good on that. I think we're good on that one.
Post is short.
Shit. Hey, no, remember, actually, last week Khalil said that the Amish are not to be fucked with. And I've been thinking about that a lot.
I never thought they were in the first place.
Say.
Tell you the truth. They're just doing their own thing. Not messing with me. I'm not.
Yeah,
Gonna,
that's true. Maybe I should meet an Amish person one
they're
day.
not like the
Just sit
Jehovah's
down and talk to
Witnesses. They're messing with people. They're out there at your front door. Get off my front door. But the Amish, they've never come to my front door, not a single time.
Yeah, but the thing
that's
is,
true.
with the Mormons, like I don't get their play.
Well, Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses are different.
Or the Jehovah Witness, I just still don't get their play. Are they trying to get money out of me? Is that what they do?
I actually don't know. I've come across more Mormons than I have Jehovah's Witnesses, so I don't know. They're kind of similar, kind of.
Like, what possessed you to go and knock on somebody's door and say, "Do you want to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?" What, like, you know what that other person was doing?
That white shirt and those black slacks. They do it all for the fit.
And like, and then you really try not to be nasty to them because it's like, you see the news, right? You know what happens when you walk into other people's door? You could be dead right now. Like, what if I was a serial killer? And your last thing was trying to talk about Jesus Christ. Somebody gonna put your whole story on the ID channel.
Well, then
And how you got killed.
if you're a serial killer, then that's
You probably needed to hear about the Lord Jesus Christ.
yeah, that one too.
That after that kill, I stopped killing. Right? That's usually how it works.
See, maybe, I'm thinking a key is the serial killer here. What do you think, Dre?
No.
It's possible.
I mean, it could be.
That's why she watches so much true crime.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Studies.
the real way to not get caught is to not do it. So I can't do it because I don't want to get caught.
To not get caught. Okay, that's true.
It's true.
that's
If you don't kill, you don't get in trouble. That's the concept of
true.
everything. Like if you don't eat the sandwich, you'll be hungry.
See, I've never had the urge to do that to somebody. Definitely had the urge to smack somebody in the face before, Be a little disrespectful.
If you don't smack them in the face, you won't get in trouble for it.
That's true. Thank you.
These are
Like
the concepts
lessons.
they teach you like when you're 2.
Yeah. I felt like they were familiar.
Will Smith did get in trouble. I know.
Well,
That
he got
is true.
He got himself in trouble if you think about it. But I'm also at the point where I don't care anymore. Like,
Facts. But
like I stopped caring literally after we found out.
Oh yeah.
Like, because it's like, why am I putting so much energy in people that don't benefit my life?
I mean, my jaw dropped when I watched the video, and then after about like 30 seconds of talking about it, I was about done with it.
See? Exactly. We just happened to be recording at that point on
That
his
is true.
podcast.
and I saw that clip. Wow, you caught that moment on camera. That's some good media right there. Round of applause.
Yeah, all because he went on his phone during the podcast and we were supposed to be fucking talking. Now think about that.
I thought we was finished. We was finishing up. And I was just sitting.
We're still recording though. The camera was still on, so he went straight on his phone, ignored the fact that we were recording, and announced that.
Antwon's what is it like the we were gonna put together clips of me being sus and the d.r.E doing something. Yours is gonna be you on your phone.
Like
We're gonna put clips together for that. For Antwon.
like when they're supposed to be doing the job, just doing the opposite.
We were talking about that earlier. Hey, looping back.
We always do.
No. You talked about having to keep your mental health together. I want to bring that one up.
All of
It's
it.
heated.
Everything above. Everything above.
Rather be at Dreamville. I think I could have got a ticket for $100, but I don't know if it was a scam or not, so I didn't go for it.
How much were the tickets? I didn't even look because I'm just too broke.
3 to thousands
Ye-
from what I seen.
Yeah, I was like, I thought,
3 to some thousands.
Should ask Mike.
like, do you?
Mike would have done it. If we were working it, then it'd be different. But I would probably have gone for the fun of it. Like looking at it and thinking about it, and it does not seem very fun to be around that many people.
What was it? 40,000.
Maybe you're claustrophobic.
Other than that, it just
Dorothy Dix is a big place though.
I get it, but the fact that I'm just with somebody else that just there, like without a real purpose. To me, like if I was there, I would want to be working. Feel like I'm important, so I'm in the area where I'm not with the with the Karens and shit like that.
So you don't want to be the like the bystander. You want to be the one people are watching,
Yeah.
or like be at least there to like do what's behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, if I had the money, the only way I would go with it as a intent of just going for fun, I would have to go maxed out. I'm going high. I'm going VIP, so I don't have to deal with that shit.
I don't know if those festivals are ever worth it. I mean, like, I see the appeal, but at the same time, like, I don't do good. I don't like being in big crowds, so maybe that's a big thing. Like, a big part of my disinterest in festivals. But like, I don't know. There's a shit ton of people around you, real hot most of the time.
Yeah, I heard the medics were getting called like crazy during Jid's set.
People getting crushed again.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that. Just people passing out.
That's another thing. Now people are passing out and making it all about them. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the artists, not for you to pass out.
Dumb people.
Drink water.
You could have kept it fucking together.
I say all that.
He's gonna be at Dreamville Fest, like standing over somebody, like, you idiot.
Like,
I'm here to
now,
watch a show.
you gonna pass out home? God, you gotta make it all about you.
I bet I could watch the whole Dreamville Fest on YouTube or some shit, like after it finishes.
Probably.
They'll probably upload at
It's
least
live streaming somewhere. I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
Though.
It's like a mile from my apartment. I haven't heard a single thing from it though.
I was just about to ask.
Like, yes, then you hear nothing about it.
Yeah, I haven't really heard too much about it either. Like, is
I
it?
heard a lot about it. I just haven't heard like any noise from it. You know, like the actual shows going on.
Yeah.
Seems
You
weird.
think you'd be hearing it all through Raleigh.
Yeah.
I think the Dreamville Fest just needs more time to like get bigger. Maybe.
I mean, it's already really huge for what it is, though.
Yeah, especially for the artists that come through.
Yeah. I mean, he getting like artists.
But this is like the first year that it's this big though, right?
Well, the first year first year was really big too, because it was first
I
of
thought
its
it got
kind.
canceled the first year.
No,
2019.
2019 was the very first one.
Mm.
I was still in school.
I was here reporting Una Pop. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Is that Uno Pac?
Yeah, Flip Una Pop. That's his name.
Shout out to Flip Uno Pac if you're out there.
I want to do something. I ain't gonna shout at you. It's not the right thing.
Oh. Well, so why do you remember it specifically? Like, you say you remember. Like it's yesterday.
You remember you remember everything about the most traumatic days of your life. Like when you have those type of days, you know what they are. You remember what you were wearing. You remember that's the first actual session that I have ever actually drunk alcoholic beverages on.
What did this guy say in the booth to make you?
We'll play it after this.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Like, yeah, exactly.
Wait, so it was the raps that
It was everything. It was, and you would have thought I was on mushrooms, and he was on ecstasy.
All jokes aside.
I want to hear about this.
Like, and once you hear it, you be like, it make the things that Devin showed us in the past.
Yeet.
Yeah, makes him look normal. Makes him look like Biggie.
Yeah.
I tried to get into Yeet. I'm sorry, Devin.
You didn't try hard enough.
No. Ooh.
You didn't try hard enough. No. Okay, tell me. What was your thoughts on it? What'd you listen to?
I don't know. I don't remember the song. I just went on a Spotify page, but my thoughts were just like, man, I could be listening to anything else right now.
Anything else good?
You know what? This is a situation where it's like, yeah, you could fall off, or he could go. Oh, he could have the trajectory of being a big star. You know, so it's like. It's
He
all good.
could.
He could.
If he
So we'll
pays
see.
a lot of money.
We'll see. I don't know.
You
I
know
don't
the
know.
problem though? Playboy Cardi already existed. He's not even a big star. He's notable.
That's true.
Yeah, but he just kind of fell off, though.
I think that whole genre of music just fell off.
I think people just didn't know like what Cardi was doing, like with his image.
I think he was set up to do really well, and then he turned out to be kind of a jerk, and his music stopped being that hype.
That whole lot of rap was the album of the year when it came out.
No way.
Yeah,
That album was trash.
Not everybody
I won't say objective.
Okay. See? Exactly. Apparently it won album of the year, but I mean, yes, my opinion on that one was, but I didn't like it.
It wasn't my album of the year, that's for sure.
All that matters, right?
Did you listen to it?
I don't know who you talking about, honestly.
Playboy Cardi. Oh yeah, I know you.
I can't name a single Playboy Cardi.
A single Playboy Cardi.
I don't know a single one.
Not one.
Not one Playboy Cardi.
Not even a word.
Like, if he walked in here and then he like, I'm gonna shoot you if you don't even know who I am, I get shot. I would not recognize him if I saw him.
Okay, what about a Lil Uzi Vert song?
Nope, not. Well,
no
I know
way.
that.
I know about three.
Three?
I know
That.
about three.
I don't even know what it's called now.
Not
Is that-
one.
is-
I can't. I don't know. I can't. I don't
Yeah,
care for the title.
He had a run whenever he had
Yeah,
it.
he had a little buzz. I remember him.
I can't name really any songs.
Okay, what about? I don't know. Actually, I don't know any other artists that are similar to.
I mean,
that.
most of the artists like
Trippie Redd.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know
I
Trippie
wouldn't
Redd
know
song, actually.
any three of those. You put all three of those together, wouldn't know who's who.
Kodak Black.
Like, oh, everybody knows who he. Like those, you know who he is
That's true.
for multiple reasons. And that's the thing. If you're not known for multiple reasons, then you get lost in the other faces. No, Lil Nas X. If he walked in here, you would know who he is.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, you would know who she is.
Yeah.
Kelly
I
Clarkson, you would know who she is.
I don't know, because she's been in a lot of, she does a lot of acting too, though.
But you would know her face. I feel like you would know her face.
I didn't know what she looked like until like 3 years ago. Cause she always wore a bunch of shit, you know. She wore the meat suit and she had a bunch of other shit.
But she still look like her. I feel like. Like
couldn't see the
like Gwen
face.
Stefani. Like you see Gwen Stefani, she like Gwen Stefani.
She got blonde hair and like brown eyebrows, doesn't she? Right? That's Gwen Stefani.
I don't know.
You just.
I know what
even
she
be
like.
able to
I
see
know
her.
what she looked like to me.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, what's the image that pops up in your head?
I don't know how to describe it. That's not very good content. So,
Okay.
talk about somebody that nobody else cares about.
Okay. Okay. Who do the people care about? Who?
They don't care about the people that we care about in debt, because they only care about the people they actually care about. They're just curious about what we care about, but they don't actually care about what we care about.
Okay, but what do the people?
They care about DMX, the greatest rapper of all time.
Oh shit. DMX. That's your answer?
DMX.
Darkman X, he won.
Darkman X.
You're lying.
No, he won. Cause the show. Cause the way Dre set him out, he won.
That's how the list unfolded, man.
So-
Don't blame me, make your own list. Like, do the list yourself. I love that.
And God forbid you ask who was the top two.
Who was the top two?
That's how you set up
Who was
people.
the finalist? Was it
It was
DMX and Kanye?
Kanye West.
I'm mind blown right now. DMX? I thought you were fucking with me.
Yeah.
Earl
No.
Sims.
Oh, watch the show. Yeah.
Well, I thought you said you hadn't announced it yet.
No, we did. We ran through the whole joint. It took us what? We were here for 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I really thought J. Cole would take it.
Nah, bro.
I think. Yeah, he left up.
He left out quick.
Who he lose to? He thought 3,000.
Yeah.
Can you hand me a water?
Baby would.
Yeah.
Give him next year. He might lose another little baby next year. Who knows?
Who? J. Cole?
Yeah, if he was set up like that next year.
I don't know. It's gonna be
J.
different.
Cole
Next
would
year.
lose to Lil Baby.
Yeah.
He would have lost this year if he would have made it to the
Yeah. It's because of who Lil Baby was against that he lost.
Who was?
Why wasn't Eminem on that list?
He wasn't. He definitely was on that
Oh,
list.
wait.
Yeah, he got kind of.
I'm surprised that you even included him.
He lost to Kanye, right?
I am surprised.
think so.
Yeah, I think he lost to Kanye.
But you gotta put Eminem on the list because greatest white rapper of all time. You gotta. Put
You gotta give him his flowers.
So it was like, okay, Jay-Z versus Fabulous. We put Jay-Z won. Then Method Man versus Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes won. Between Jay-Z and Busta, Jay-Z still won.
I would agree with that.
And then 50 Cent versus Redman. We picked 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Then Biggie and Lil Kim. And only... Wait, who won? Biggie won. But even though I will argue that Lil Kim would have won because Biggie's dead.
What?
He died before he even reached his peak. Well, or did we ever know what his peak was?
Right.
What if he would have stopped rapping after those 2 albums? He said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm going to yoga."
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
would that instantly kill all the years Lil Kim came out year after year, dropping album after album, doing features here, features there, and he still technically wins? That's not fair to me. That's how I look at it.
Okay, that's
Because if he didn't get killed and he continued all the way up, completely different scenario. Because Lil Kim probably would have never been as big as she was. She'll be there, but that's about it.
So you think that Lil Kim
Technically,
had an
Lil Kim,
advantage because of Biggie's death?
yeah, because she was alive to do music. When you can't do much of stuff if you're dead.
Yeah. Well,
If you have not had that longevity already.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't listened to a lot of Lil Kim's music. I've listened to a lot of her features. They're good. I guess I'm not as well versed in that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they only got strong because Biggie died. And that's how it's supposed to do. You post, I mean, to me personally, I mean, there's times like Brockhampton, like after you lose a member, it just goes straight down.
Yeah.
But if you have if your strongest member of your team died and you still have the regular snipers, the regular like the Marine, and somebody that can still kill, you still have a chance to make it. And they wrote that out. Bad Boy wrote it out for a while, for a long time,
I didn't know.
without Biggie.
Who else were they pushing at the time?
Well, because it was all Diddy, there was Mace, there was 112, Mary J. Blige was under it, Total.
I didn't know Mary J. Blige was.
And then, at that time too, Sean Combs, he was Diddy, he was a household name technically. So he did a lot of other stuff.
Was P Diddy? Like, I think we talked about this before, but he was not an actual artist, right? Or was he?
Depends on who you ask, I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
technically, in the sense of artist, yes.
But was he only doing it just so he could make more money, or was he doing it because he's like, yeah, I love writing?
Doing it because he
and,
could.
Yeah, and to make more money. the end result for him was always the dollar.
Okay.
If you ask me, does he like doing music? I don't think he really likes it.
See, because I'm
Like
like,
the business of it.
He likes the business of it. He likes the end product of it. Does he looks like a kind that puts all his heart really into it, or is he's like, this song is gonna make me X amount of dollars?
he said, yeah, let me talk at that. Let me talk all throughout this track, and let me just get some.
Like when he makes
10% of
music, he's like, all right, I'm doing this for the people, or I'm doing this so I can buy another Bentley.
Can you ever have too many Bentleys?
Well, if you think like that, then you're doing it only for the money.
Well, I was asking a question. Can you ever have too many Bentleys?
I don't know. I've never had a Bentley.
That's what
Give me a Bentley, and then if I'm able to get another Bentley, then if I had the funds to get another Bentley, there's never too many Bentleys.
Yeah.
But since I don't
If
have
you
the
don't have
funds,
enough space to put the Bentleys, then
What did 21 Savage
But-
say? He said something about a 23-car garage or some shit.
yeah.
12-car
But so
garage?
if you don't have the space for a Bentley, and you're not able to get the space that you need for the Bentleys, then you don't have enough money for the Bentleys. I guess 2 is enough Bentleys, or 1 is enough Bentleys.
I know it's probably like a rich person thing, but I can't get behind the mindset. Like, why would you want to buy like 10, like $75,000 to $200,000 cars? Like, why? Why would you want that many?
Have you ever been in a $200,000 car?
Like once, but at the same time though, it wasn't even driving. So
They're great.
yeah. Oh, I bet you have because
Yeah.
They're
But
great. They're fun. They're great. They feel way better than my Nissan Altima. That's why.
like more comfortable.
They're more comfortable and they're faster. That's what people want.
Yeah. See, and I don't really care about that. I'd be fine getting a fucking driver for the rest of my life.
Fast. Or
So
even
fuck a
self-driving.
car.
No, like absolutely.
Like-
if I could hire somebody to drive, well, no, that's a lie. 'Cause
Like-
I really like to drive.
See, you like to drive
You
fast.
might have to look into.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. I can see why you would like sports cars though. You like whipping.
I do like whipping. Yeah,
No belts.
nice expensive cars are part of the reason why I probably shouldn't be whipping. But yeah.
Like slaves.
Oh well.
You say what?
Slaves.
Like
the
slaves.
Amish. Oh,
Yeah.
you said.
What was the next subject? We just kept talking about something else.
Yo,
I
that
was
water.
thinking of like Santa slave.
The ultimate oh shit moment.
Yo. Damn. Got me sweating over here.
Anyway,
Damn, man. My brain is just.
I have to do it, but I don't know why I do it. I don't know why I do the things I do.
You gotta let all intrusive thoughts win. Remember, just throw it out there.
No, you throw some weird things out there before.
Yeah.
So it'd be like selective throwing the things out there, but selective catching. So throw everything out there, but only catch what you really need to.
Yeah.
And you catch a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And you just be saying it.
Hell yeah.
But you know, I admire that. That you
Hell yeah.
you are always in your world. I appreciate that.
Man,
It's not like the
Yeah.
Amish is going to hear this anyway.
I'm saying. And if an Amish person really wants to pull up,
And then a horse and buggy.
because you know they're not gonna be driving. I'll be there in 3 days. Imagine coming from Henderson area. Shit.
That's fun.
Amish ain't gonna do a thing. I'm sure there's some cool Amish people. I wonder what Amish people's dreams are. Like, you know how like us in this world, like we have like, oh, I want to go be an astronaut and I want to do this, whatever. Like, what does the Amish like dream of?
To make the perfect piece of wicker furniture.
We gotta churn the perfect batch of butter.
Oh boy.
I feel like I should educate myself more on Amish culture.
You don't say.
Because I've disrespected them too much on this show. I'm sorry, guys.
No way, that's crazy.
I've always wondered, do Amish people invent new technologies for themselves?
That's a good question.
Because if they're not,
Their way of life, of doing things, you mean?
But but was it be updated of the way of life or actually
Catching up.
catching up? Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
It's
like,
not
if the
like
Amish
they-
are out here like inventing cell phones right now. For
We
themselves.
got cell phone.
You'll never guess what I found out. If you put string into this cup, we can communicate.
They reliving it step by step.
I mean,
They
right
got
now
the old
they're
Ben
like
Franklin.
they're on like the wheel and the fire.
So when the Amish get the cars, they will be on what?
Shit, we're gonna be like teleporting.
And then that's wild.
Because like if you think about it, they had to start being Amish at some point. So the technology that they're using was current at some point.
But
Were the Amish people using it then, and they just refused to go anywhere else from there, or are they developing?
This is where we draw the line.
it's wild that you're saying that because developing is them doing what we already did. So why, instead of learning the new thing that we already have, they rather try to reinvent it themselves?
But maybe they just like they have a certain rule. They're set back this many years. Like say the Amish people.
So they don't know to look up new shit. They don't. They know there's an internet out there. It's not like they don't know.
They haven't created it yet for themselves.
They said we got to find the Amish way of doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm.
Wow.
I think at one point they weren't even considered Amish. I think they were just stubborn, and they were like, "All right, this is the day." Moving forward, none of that exists. Everything prior to that, it's good to go. So I think that's what they do. I think so, because if they're stuck in a way of life, I don't think they're going to want to be updating their shit. They're just like, no, I'm going to pass down what I know to my kids. They'll pass down, the exact same information. Let's not get confused here, right? Right?
Yeah, that's always worked
Yeah.
really well throughout history.
Yeah. They know what they're doing.
I'm starting to gain beef for the Amish.
You see my point now. You just got to dwell on things a little bit longer.
I'm currently don't know what side I'm on.
I don't know where the threshold is. Like, what's Amish and what isn't?
According to Devin, because he made it seem worse than worse.
Gray beards. I think the beard actually is a requirement in Amish culture. Like it means something. It does actually mean something.
But
to
what
them.
if you
It's
can't
like
grow a beard?
wisdom or some shit? Oh, you're fucked.
That makes you just completely less Amish.
Have you ever seen an Amish guy without a beard?
Yes. On the people from leaving the Amish.
She
Oh,
said
do
no.
they have? Okay, leaving the Amish. That's different because
Yeah, he had no facial hair. I remember.
that's different. He's not Amish.
He left the Amish.
Maybe.
Do they have denominations of Amish people?
No, I'm not Amish. I feel like I wouldn't be able to answer that question unless I was Amish
At
or
this-
cared about everything about Amish. And I really don't, honestly, on both occasions. I don't.
Yeah, at this point, we got to take it to Google.
Yeah, but I don't care enough to spend my. I don't want that requirement to show up in my suggestions and shit like that, and start getting Amish news. That's weird.
Yeah, that's true. They like.
They're on the newspaper still. There's no
How?
way. Do they
They're not
have
gonna-
printing presses?
Yeah, printing press was invented way back. So I think they read the newspaper.
I mean,
Do
the
you
only
think
ones I have not seen a newspaper in like 3 years.
But like typewriters, can they do
No,
that?
that's technology.
Yeah, but so is the like a cart and a buggy. That's technology.
But they make their own.
Yeah, they make their own.
They make a
Maybe-
wagon.
So whatever they can make with their hands. So if one guy on the Amish is just super skilled and like knows how to make the internet and stuff, he can use it for himself. But then the rest of them are stuck making their own crap.
But like, how is he getting the knowledge of how to make the internet?
How did anybody else?
Like, but why would you relearn something that's already there?
Because they're Amish. They're set back. That's the whole
I mean, it's
point.
not like a
That's the whole conversation.
It's not like they're on like another planet. There's probably a Best Buy up the street or a Barnes and Noble by. If there's a Best Buy, there's a Barnes and Noble nearby, usually. So they
just-
know there's stuff out there in the world. They have to.
I'm sure they're
I refuse
aware
to
of
believe.
it, but it's like
Willful ignorance.
Because the thing is, like, I'm willingly not gonna learn to go find a computer, to go on the internet, to build a cell phone. He's willingly not do that. Whatever he's doing, if he's a super genius, and he can start from dude one that invented the internet and get to this point right now in the same amount of time for him to find out how to make something, bravo.
I just feel like there's so many funny skits you can make about Amish people. so many good ideas that are just running through my head.
I'm pretty sure that's true for a lot of things.
Yeah, true.
For a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, the Amish got enough airtime. They're not even gonna be watching this. Fuck them.
Why do you have to add that last part?
Okay, hey, cut that.
It's not getting cut.
Yeah, true.
It's not getting cut.
Our deepest apologies.
Devin's deepest
to the
apologies.
Mish.
No, deepest
the
apologies for being around Devin at this point.
To the Mish. I like that short. I like that shortened version.
The what?
The short version. He just called them the Mish.
Okay.
Sorry to the Mish.
Sounds like a bad horror movie.
Yeah, Mish. Like a evil sandwich.
The Mish.
And
I like a horror
Sandwich.
movie that would be advertised on Facebook.
Yeah.
with a
Made
really,
locally here in Raleigh by high schoolers.
a really bad poster probably put together in Microsoft Paint. I can see that.
Like, what is even a Mish? Like, what's a Mish?
The
That's
Amish.
for the it's shorthand for the Amish.
It just,
We've established this one.
like,
The
I
Mishes.
do, but how would you, and now, like, what part of them, are they killing people? Why would you make it into a horror movie, though?
We haven't even come together about a script. Let's get past the Amish. Let's get past the Amish.
I mean, it just doesn't seem like a very, well, I guess for some people that want to learn about the Amish, it just doesn't fit. It sounds boring.
Man,
It's them like murdering each other.
true.
And
It's
that's
not a documentary. It's a horror movie about the Amish.
yeah, I'm saying, but
For me, I mean, personally, if I woke up one day and was just suddenly in an Amish community, being forced to live that lifestyle and not
it's
know
called
why,
kidnapping.
Maybe that's how it happened.
or just being born into an Amish.
You don't get a choice on that one.
You fucked.
I mean, we should, if we get enough money, we should just drop you off and see how long you can last.
I'm down. Well, I guess we can't really have a film crew.
Can you grow a beard?
No,
That's a false.
See?
That's false.
this is not a.
Well, just let it, just let it come out. What does it look like?
It's patchy. It's nothing too impressive.
Like a chia pet.
Like usually my girlfriend will be like, it's about time to.
At least she's honest. That's good. You need honesty. Yeah.
Well, she's dating him. She's
Yeah.
not, if she's not being honest with him, she's really screwing herself.
That is true. Always got to be honest. Always got to be honest in a relationship. What you think? True.
I mean, that's the point of honesty.
Hey, some people don't want to tell the truth at all. Some
They're
people think-
psychopaths.
well, it's. I feel like it's a lot of mental gymnastics. At least the way that I've heard it explained. It's because they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings, or shit like
Nah, I
that.
feel like you should be able to hurt the other person's feelings, or the people shouldn't try to hurt your feelings for making you hurt their feelings. So if they kept it together, we wouldn't have a problem. If they were perfect, I wouldn't have a problem.
It's gotta go both ways,
Fuck me being perfect. They have to be perfect.
Unless you're a polygamist, then you can have like 10 wives, and then it really doesn't matter.
Like the
God.
Mormons.
Like,
Like the Mormons.
do they celebrate Valentine's Day? Because that would suck.
Who?
Like Mormons.
I don't think so, because I know that they have a very strict like rule book. I've known Mormons in my life, and like they showed me their rule book. It's crazy. Like it definitely says no caffeine, so they can't drink tea or coffee. That's a sin.
I would die without coffee.
They can't be in the same room or like alone with opposite sex, like without supervision. Those are like the top two off the top of my head that I can think of that are just like that's weird. It's a little
Of
weird.
course, there's no sex before marriage.
Oh yeah, that one. I feel like that's just like across all religions. So, but women have to be subservient to the men.
I would die.
Yeah.
He'll kill me.
That one's
Let me
like
phrase
that one's a weird one. I know their services are like super long, very very long. So,
So black services.
I've never attended a black service before.
Like, don't if you have things to do.
I've seen.
To like go eat some food. I'd show up for the first hour. Would that be considered rude?
What if they see you leave? Like,
just
oh, because you're a tall white guy.
They'll
so
understand. My church service don't last that long.
Yeah, they're like, where are you going? They haven't gotten their 10 things of tides yet from you.
It's still praise and worship. When I win, they ain't even started yet.
After an hour?
Yeah.
Yo,
Wow.
They ain't even-
the only representation I've had of a black church was off the Bernie Mac show, and it was the episode where Bernie Mac was telling the kids that they need to go to church, and then he goes,
Forever.
and yeah, it took forever, and he was just like this, and after watching that, I was like, dang, it really takes like 3 hours. Like,
It's a
for real?
whole day thing.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
For real?
4 hours.
It's like 3-4 hours, and then you have the audacity. Now you still have to spend time with all these people, like, and you're going out to eat. So by the time you get home, it's like late in the afternoon. It's like 4:30, 5
you might
o'clock.
have a second service.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, it's
and then you have to go home. Let it be a school night, right? Let it be that Sunday. Then you have to go to school the next night. So you go home. You have to try to do your homework, and then you have to get ready for school the next day. And then your mom making Sunday dinner, and it's a whole mess. And then nothing really is on TV except for freaking Survivor, the one when they're running across the world. That one can Amazing Race. You know, it has those, and maybe a Gordon Ramsay show. Then the news. Then we watch 60 Minutes, and they tell us for 60 minutes how everything's terrible.
Yeah. Damn. You experienced many Sundays. You got it down to a science.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they got cool stuff on there, but it's always depressing things like this could have been you.
And that's where the true crime session started.
Exactly. That's what started, man.
I swear.
And they catch a predator, which was always entertaining.
That shit was more funny than anything because every time, I mean, funny because they're getting caught and like obviously they're getting stopped, but the surprise on their face,
Like they generally think they were doing something right.
right? It's like, oh yeah, you really expected a little teenage girl or boy to walk out behind there, and they're surprised. It's
You're
a
really
grown man.
like you really feel like you were the person to go over there and bring them dinner. And offer to watch a movie. Because that's what you're supposed to be doing with somebody that's 14 and you're 45.
See, that
Seems honestly appropriate.
that's the type of person I'd like to smack across the face a couple times.
And they'd be like, oh, I was just coming over to warn her that, you know, what she's doing is bad. You had to come all the way over to her house to tell her what she's doing could get her killed.
Why don't you have a seat right here? That's my favorite line.
Have a seat. Just real quick, we just have
I
a
like
seat.
the one where he's like, "I'm Chris Hansen," and the guy's like, "No, you're not." He's like, "Yeah, I'm Chris Hansen."
How many people actually ran though? Because I feel like so many of them froze up, but
I haven't seen too many people run on.
I mean,
that
they
show.
probably cut a lot. They probably season 1 every once in a while. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people running, but it's not gonna be as entertaining.
I mean, there's cops just like sitting right outside.
Yeah. So imagine if you watch a whole Chris Hansen episode and every single one of them run. That's not good content.
true. No,
You watch for the. Just have a seat.
it would be a good content though if they were getting chased and then they got caught.
No, if a lot of times they see him, they see Chris Hansen, and they run. That's it.
Oh, but like the camera doesn't follow them.
I mean-
that would be shitty.
But you think they just bring him back in to talk?
They don't talk. They gonna say, "I want my lawyer." A smart person would say, "I want my lawyer."
So you think that these
They're not
people
smart, though.
are paid child predator actors just for
Could be.
Dateline?
Could be.
Because I'm just saying,
I
like,
ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that are.
not that I would ever be in that situation, but if I was, I'm not saying a thing.
Yeah,
To
why
Chris
would you put that on your
Hansen.
resume? Get an ID, the IDMB, whatever it's called, credit saying predator.
But I don't know, because I've seen like TikTok and YouTube channels where people basically try and recreate that, but they'll act as young people on the internet, and then when they meet up with this person in public, they'll have like 5 or 6 people videoing them, like, "Oh, you were gonna meet up with a minor, this and this. You said you were gonna do this and that to them," and most of the time they'll just like walk away. I've seen a few videos where like they get
But
like, really angry and
it's
shit.
it's a crime to be talking to a minor.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know.
But
That's
especially
where
if
you
they-
just cut the YouTube crap, cut the cameras, and let them meet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they're.
Have 5 or 6 people.
But you're not supposed to be sending sexual stuff to a minor.
Yeah,
That's what they're getting them on.
So just whoop them. Just beat them up.
I mean, the cops are supposed to take people to jail.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
like,
No
they usually get in
vigilantes.
trouble when they start beating up people.
Well, so don't tell anybody about it. Just
So
keep
how does
beating
that do
people
it?
and start
That-
beating up child predators.
It does not work that way.
I've got no issue with a group of vigilantes going around beating up child predators.
Like, it's
I
assault.
joined that group.
I understand that. It's assault for one.
You do it in a private place. It's
Yeah.
only assault if you get caught.
So you think the child predator is not gonna point you out and say he beat me up and I got on camera?
Let him see afterward. I don't know.
I mean, if there's enough evidence, I think, to like put against them, showing that they were trying to do some bad stuff. That fucking.
I mean, honestly, they're just gonna get beat up, and people ain't gonna give a shit anyway.
Yeah, for
like
real.
so they're still gonna get beat up. But it's like saying I'm just gonna grow. I think that's also a crime too. They still can get you on that.
Yeah, I mean, they can get me. That's why you cut the cameras.
That's
If I'm
what
but
gonna
these
go
people-
beat somebody up for something, I'm not filming it.
other person, somebody else is filming it though.
That's why I'd be in a private place.
But they still catch it somehow. That one person just walks by and see you beating the shit out of some guy.
I'll wear a mask.
Okay, so everybody know the person in the mask beating up the predator is him.
Okay. And so what's the other issue? I'm wearing a mask. Somebody sees a masked man beating up a child predator.
How are they going to know it's a child predator, though?
Well,
They're not going to know it's a child predator. They're just going to think I'm beat somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm wearing a mask.
That's even worse.
Yo, that's...
I'm probably going to be like, yo, that dude is mugging and beating the shit out of that guy.
So if they try to stop me, I'd be like, yo, it's a child predator. Help me beat him up. And if they didn't try to stop me, I'm wearing a mask.
You got to
What's
be
the
real
problem?
charismatic, my guy.
I don't think it works that way. I just don't. You only get the
I'm going to prove you guys wrong.
We'll test it. We'll test it. We're going to make an account.
I'm pretty sure that's already a Facebook thing.
But see, I can't do it at this point because we've already talked about this on camera. Now at this point, if somebody starts beating up child predators in the area and just leaving them there to, I mean,
We can
who
point the
knows?
finger at this guy.
They're going to see this on video and be like, oh, Zach Mercer, he's been talking about beating up child predators recently. That's probably who's been going around doing this. That's exactly his MO.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's exactly my MO, is beating up child predators, just in case anybody was wondering.
Well, now we got to be on the lookout in the Raleigh area. So if you see any masked vigilantes,
Don't stop them. They're just beating up child predators.
Unless you're a child predator, then you better run.
exactly.
Better run. And apparently it's an issue that you
Yeah,
see me.
yeah. What happens if you get your ass whooped?
Well, because my initial plan was to bring a whole group of people. I mean, certainly.
That's called lynching. That's against the law.
Well, lynching child predators.
I know, but that's like a whole other thing, though.
Well, okay, I don't think he said he was going to kill the guy, but if he jumps him, you know, just give a couple kicks to the body each person, and then if you bring 4 people, that's like 8 to 10 kicks
8
total.
to 10
That's
kicks,
not-
yeah.
You think somebody gonna only do 8 to 10 kicks?
That's what I'm saying. You got to range
The
yourself.
way that you want to be a predator, and not telling me that you gonna say, "Okay, guys, only 8 kicks, guys, 1, 2."
Yeah, just
You
say
ain't counting
turns.
them.
Nah.
I'm going to break a rib.
Oh,
It's a science to jumping somebody though. You can't just have non-jumping people trying to jump somebody that can fight.
Exactly.
Y'all all get beat up.
Wait, there's a science to
But
jumping?
if you've got a whole group of people for jumping people, you know, you've got your whole crew with
Are
you,
they good?
and you're all aware of what's going on.
Are they good jumpers? You know,
I think you probably get maybe 3 deep before y'all catch the wrong one.
I'd hire
You
a
think so?
crew of good jumpers that I know, you know, like my homies. I'd be like, yo, guys,
you
I've
don't
been
know how
starting
good
this.
jumpers they are though. They might get greedy. You know how I get.
What's there to be greedy? We're
mean,
doing this
they-
for free.
They might do the heroes thing, and then all of a sudden, the person you're jumping breaks their neck and they're dead.
Well, that's tough. Fight better.
Okay,
But you lost a friend.
you get
I mean, like, all I'm saying is we went out knowing that we're about to get in a fight. You gotta be prepared to get beat up if you're about to get in a fight.
No, it's not like you getting prepared to die. Because you're gonna find another adult.
Okay,
They
so
don't know
that's,
if-
yeah, there's
like-
a gray area there because we're not going out trying to kill child predators.
Like, but-
then if you're gonna kill somebody, you gotta be prepared to die. But if you're just getting in
No,
a fight,
if you attacking somebody, you have to be prepared to die because they're gonna think in their head, if somebody attacks me, I'm gonna be prepared to kill.
okay,
So you should already be prepared to die.
well, I'll prepare then. If I ever do this, if I ever do this, which
Remember.
I'm not planning on doing this to the camera at least.
remember, mass vigilantes around Raleigh, look the other way. If you see it, if you
If
see
they're
it.
6'4" and blonde, definitely look the other way.
All right, you do you, boo. I don't want no part of it.
I don't know why you have an issue with me beating up child predators. This seems sus.
We
Like,
started- we
like,
started
why do
beef.
you have to do it though? Because I know you. Why do you have to do it?
I didn't say I had to.
No, but that's my problem. I don't want you going out being predator and getting yourself hurt.
She cares about you. She cares
Thank you.
about you.
Like, because I actually know you. It'd be really embarrassing at the
Yeah.
same time.
And then imagine, could you imagine if you took a knife to the stomach?
Not even that. What happened if he lost his fight? I'd be so embarrassed that he went to beat up a child predator and he got his ass kicked. And I would know that.
You'd be like, yeah, no affiliation with AMI Studios.
Like, he got his ass kicked.
The average child predator, at least on Dateline, NBC, I feel like I could take.
I don't know. You don't know if they know Taekwondo.
Well, yeah, true.
Because that child predator could have started teaching Taekwondo, then became a child predator, and then you go beat his ass, try to beat his ass, and he beat your ass because he was doing Taekwondo.
Well, then I
that's-
learned my lesson about trying to go vigilante on child predators.
But
Do you?
That sounds like a great
but he's
lesson to
saying
learn.
until that day, though,
I'm
he's
all
going
in.
off.
Yeah.
He's going off.
Yeah, definitely.
You do. I mean, yo, you do what you want to do. I'm not your mother, but I'm letting you know. If you the first fight you do, you lose and you go to jail. Yo, I'm clowning you.
Facts. Actually, I'm on that train too.
I'm straight up clowning you. Go in doing it right. If you don't go in doing it right, I'm gonna be so fucking disappointed.
All right.
And that's probably the worst feeling when people are disappointed in you, because it comes with a vibe.
I will. I'll do it right. I'll carry a big stick or something.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
go big or just don't do it. So.
Yeah. Go big. Should I get a gun?
No, dude, no. Just kick him in the
Well,
nuts.
yeah, you
him
said
in
you
the
were,
nuts.
you
That's-
said beat up. You never said kill. Unless you're
yeah.
shooting to, just harm. But I think you get in more trouble if you bought a weapon.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about shooting. I'm just saying.
So you bring a gun just to bring a gun?
Well, if I get stabbed in the stomach.
Well, you're already stabbed. Then you shoot him. Then it's a whole thing. Then now you done a whole step further.
8 to 10 kicks, bro. That's all you need. 8 to 10 kicks in the head the other way. You good?
See, if it's just me, 8 to 10 kicks is a lot more kicks than just the 2 I would have had to do.
Well, that's true.
But
that's
now
why
we're talking about if I bring the group, it's suddenly this big issue I've got a whole group to manage.
I think we have some homework to do because apparently we all just don't know how to jump because
I've never jumped anybody,
I haven't either.
to you guys' knowledge.
You just don't look like a fighter. It just.
You never, but you just said though,
That's
you never
true.
know. You never.
You never know. I just don't. You don't like the type of person that will go along with a situation that's going to potentially get you in fucking trouble.
I feel like
I feel like-
decently comfortable that if I got in a fight that was mismatched, I could handle it, even if I got beat up, like hold my own at least for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I've never been in a serious fight, so can't tell you for sure. I feel like that's like like the anime approach. You just got to get beat up and
And then you got to make the noise,
yeah, just like that.
and then that's when you know, like you're really thinking, like you're getting
Slow
serious.
shake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's where you build your character.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then you go back, you get revenge. Then you
Your
go
hair
way
changes
overboard.
colors,
Yeah, then you go way overboard. Now people are fucking dying. It's like, come on.
Yeah. But
How
I
did
mean,
we get
that-
here?
Once you get to the point where you're
How
going
did
way
we get
overboard
here?
with revenge, I mean, I feel like at that point that's just your life. You're in it to.
Then you become a villain. Then you become maybe Batman, but
Is
that's only
John
if you have the
Wick
money.
a villain?
There's what?
Is John Wick a villain?
No, he just.
I mean, that
really
man's
loves his
just out
puppy.
here murking people because they killed his dog.
They were Russians. They were Russians.
They were Russians.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put that in reverse. They're actually fighting people. So let's talk about the people that are not fighting.
Yeah,
people.
true.
Let's go back to the Amish.
Yeah. True.
You don't know the Amish could have their own little like fight clubs going on and stuff.
I would watch that movie.
That's the movie.
Well, it's not gonna be a movie
Oh.
because they're Amish.
If somebody need to create a movie about the Amish
Until
having a
they
fight
invent
club,
the camera, they're not making movies.
you're right. So we need somebody to write this movie about fighting Amish. It's just a spin-off of Fight Club, but with Amish people. And how hard it is to be Amish when they want to really be in the Fight Club. And then he's like really, really good. Like, man, he's winning Fight Clubs. And then he has to make all of the Amish people find out, right? And they're like, you have to choose. You have to fight or be Amish.
What would the
That's a great
It's
idea.
maybe like Channing Tatum or some shit like that.
Hell yeah. and then the training sequence. The training sequence is just him churning butter
Him
for
and
hours.
Tim and Tom Holland.
I'm trying to imagine
Killing
Channing
soil.
Tatum's thick neck with a big bushy beard.
He look like a lumberjack. It'd probably be that Tom Holland guy. He's everywhere now.
Nah,
I mean,
who
you
looks
gotta
the
have-
most Amish? Not George Clooney. Fucking Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks looks
But
like he'd
Tom
be a good
Hanks
Amish.
being in a Fight Club movie, that'd be wild.
That'd be fucking sick.
There would have to be somebody like kind of like Chris Pine or maybe something like that, or Skinny Hemsworth, or
feel like-
other Hemsworth. Is the other Hemsworth big? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe there's another Hemsworth.
There's two Hemsworth. There's a Chris and a somebody with an L, like a Leaf, but I don't feel like that's right. Liam.
Leaf
Liam.
Hemsworth.
Leaf. like Noric, kind of Lift. So, Yeah. So like, there's still somebody get on that Amish movie. I want to see it.
Well, I'll get on it. Yeah.
Somebody make that happen out there.
It'd be a dope movie, even though it's not something that I actually do. Or if they do actually do it, we can't see it.
Exactly. We would never know. Everything's a possibility.
That's how it works,
I
man.
think Zach could do it. He has acting in his background. I think he did an appearance once or twice. Music videos.
Oh, yeah, you do have some credits in a music video.
Do I?
Hey, yo, it'd be wild. I think she's thinking about redoing it again.
No way. I don't need the money anymore.
You
Wait,
said
what?
you wouldn't have quit the other job, though.
Yeah, what were we talking about before we...
I don't need the money that bad.
Starboy Zach.
That acting.
Why didn't she offer you more money, though?
I need some more money.
Like, if she actually offered you the money that you actually deserved,
if I'm
for what
doing
you
the
actually
same
did,
thing, I mean,
if you actually handled like the whole schedule, if she let you handle the whole schedule, and she actually hired you for it,
I gotta handle her schedule.
yeah.
No, that's a 5-figure job.
What's something you would do if she offered you $500? Like, would you do anything she asked, or would it
I'd
take
be
more?
in the remake of the video for $500.
Oh, for 500?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, you just
200
spent
the first time.
like 500 just for one whole day.
Yeah.
That's pretty good if you think about it.
It was the frustrating day the first time.
Wait, okay, is this video on YouTube?
Not yet,
Not- oh,
because she's trying to get fixed, but it's a whole thing. We'll talk about it off camera. Just the off chance that she.
I'm excited. All right. Well,
This was the tip.
it
Hope
was.
you got on it. Hope you touched it.
Hope you kissed it. Hope you loved it.
Like,
Hope you caressed it against your cheek. Our advice. Our advice is what we're referring to.
oh God. Okay, we're out.